Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have some major spoilers for House of the Dragon Season 2 and some interesting tidbits from George R.R. Martin's novel Fire and Blood. So, if you haven't caught up yet, consider this your spoiler warning. Alright, let's dive right in. As we all know, HBO's House of the Dragon is based on George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood. Unlike a traditional novel, Fire and Blood is written as a fictional history with different accounts of the Targaryen dynasty, which gives the showrunners a bit of creative freedom. However, this freedom means some significant changes are being made, and Season 2 seems to be heading in an unexpected direction.
Let us drain our cups to these three strong boys.
I dare you to say that again.
Why?
One of the major alterations in the Season 2 premiere is the apparent omission of Maelor Targaryen, who is the third child of Aegon II and Helaena Targaryen. In the book, Aegon II and Helaena have three children, Jaehaerys, Jaehaera, and Maelor. The show prominently featured the tragic blood and cheese assassination where Jaehaerys is killed, but Maelor is nowhere to be seen. This is a crucial change because Maelor's presence, or lack thereof, can significantly impact the story's trajectory.
He'll be king one day, he must begin his instruction.
What if he does not want to be king?
In Fire and Blood, Blood and Cheese demand that Helaena choose between her two sons, Maelor and Jaehaerys. Helaena, believing Maelor too young to understand, chooses him to be spared, but the assassins kill Jaehaerys instead. While the show achieved the same outcome with Jaehaerys' death, the absence of Maelor suggests a deeper alteration. The scene implies that Jaehaerys is Aegon II's only heir, hinting that Maelor might not exist in this adaptation.
They're both look the same. Which one's a boy?
Maybe that one.
We'll look for a cock.
But Maelor isn't the only Targaryen cut from the show. Prince Daeron Targaryen, who is Aegon and Aemon's younger brother, is also missing. Daeron is a dragon rider and a significant character in the book, and his absence weakens the green side. Without Daeron, Aegon II's line seems more vulnerable, making the Blood and Cheese assassination even more impactful.
Vhagar has a new rider now.
She was mine to claim.
Then you should have claimed her. Maybe your cousins can find you a pig to ride. It would suit you.
Now, what could this mean for the overarching narrative? One theory is that the show might transfer Maelor's death to Jaehaera. In the book, Maelor's death is a pivotal moment. After Rhaenyra captures King's Landing, Larys Strong escapes with Aegon II, Maelor, and Jaehaera. Maelor is handed off to Sir Rickard Thorne, but they don't make it far before Rickard is killed, and Maelor is captured by the common folk. Maelor's brutal death at the hands of the mob sparks a series of violent retributions from the Greens. If the show decides to give this fate to Jaehaera instead, it would drastically change the ending of the Dance of the Dragons. In the book, Jaehaera's marriage to Aegon III is crucial in ending the war and uniting the two Targaryen factions. However, Jaehaera eventually dies by suicide, ending her bloodline. If the show kills her off earlier, it might disrupt this narrative thread. But there's another possibility. The show could sidestep this issue entirely. The Dance of the Dragons ends with Aegon III continuing the Targaryen dynasty, despite the marriage alliance with Jaehaera. If the show focuses on the war's conclusion rather than the aftermath, it could work around Jaehaera's early death. One possible ending point for the series could be the Hour of the Wolf. As the war reaches its climax, Aegon II executes Rhaenyra, but the Blacks continue their fight. Lord Cregan Stark leads the Northern Army to King's Landing, but before they can arrive, Aegon II is poisoned by his own supporters. This betrayal leads to Cregan Stark taking control, declaring Rhaenyra and Daemon's son, Aegon III, as king and himself as Hand of the King to administer justice. This would be a fitting conclusion for House of the Dragon, wrapping up many character arcs and showing Aegon III's rise to power.
Everyone says Targaryens are closer to gods than to men, but they say that because of our dragons.
So why might the showrunners make these changes? One reason could be to streamline the story for television. Fire and Blood is dense with characters and events, and not all can fit into a TV series. By omitting Maelor and Daeron, the show focuses on the primary players and their immediate conflicts. It also adds unpredictability, keeping even book readers on their toes.
Sir Crispin, wasn't it?
Sir Criston Cole, my prince.
Ah, yes, apologies, I couldn't recall.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
Another reason could be the show's tone and audience. Some events in Fire and Blood are extremely violent. And while Game of Thrones wasn't shy about brutality, House of the Dragon might be taking a slightly different approach. The blood and cheese scene, even in its altered form, was harrowing. Omitting Maelor's death or changing Jaehaera's fate might be a way to manage the level of on-screen violence.
Hold him down.
Of course, these changes also allow for creative storytelling. The book presents multiple perspectives, some contradictory, giving the showrunners leeway to choose which version they find most compelling. This flexibility lets them craft a narrative that fits the medium of television while still honoring the source material's spirit. In conclusion, House of the Dragon Season 2 is shaping up to be a fascinating blend of faithful adaptation and creative reimagining. The absence of Maelor and Daeron Targaryen, along with potential changes to Jaehaera's storyline, could significantly impact the story's ending. Whether these changes will enhance the narrative or create new challenges remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: House of the Dragon continues to keep us all eagerly watching and speculating. What do you think about these potential changes? Do you prefer the show sticking closely to the book, or are you excited to see how the writers adapt the story? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates and discussions on House of the Dragon and other epic fantasy series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
The Princess Rhaenyra is brazen and relentless. Spoiled.